Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'd like to thank you for being here. I'd like to thank you for taking out the time to um, listen to these words because they're very important. Right now, a lot of the Lightworker community is being attacked. We're at a very interesting push and pull, and a lot of you can feel it. I feel it all the time. I feel it as well. There are these very negative, nasty reptilians and negative humans out there that are really feeling this pressure that's coming along. So what's happening is I want you all to remember that we're all humans. We're all living the human experience as a soul. So with that being said, you have to be mindful that as a collective human experience, we're all going to feel this along in our bodies. We're going to feel it in our fields. We're going to feel it in our daily lives with the people that we interact. Okay, so I'm going to paraphrase just a few things from my first videos, were usually the most important ones in my perspective, I believe. And these videos stipulated very clearly that we're going to see as the 3D collapses in front of our faces. We're going to see 3D people just act out these 3D mechanisms that worked in the past. So the energy of 3D has been removed per se, but it's still in the mind. A lot of people still have it here, and it has to manifest itself through religion, through practices, to the things that don't belong in the high dimensions. You can call it hate, you can call it greed, you can call it any other word that it encapsulates. Now, me as a human being, as a person that lives in this world just like any other, sometimes I would dip into these ego trips and I'd find myself feeling that negative energy of what that felt because I am a human being. I can, right? It's part of the psyche of humanity. So that happens to me, and I tell the difference between what it was and what it could be, and how much better it will be for all of us. So we're all being attacked. This is going to be something that's going to persist until we divide these barriers to hold us together. And as I said in my earlier videos, then there's going to be sections of humanity that are aligned in the light, so to speak, or want to go into these higher dimensions and these higher realms that will bundle together someplace, to collectively energize each other. And there's going to be other pockets and other types of that are just in the fourth dimensional sphere, in the fourth dimensional place that they want to be, or even maybe third dimensional mindset, because there's no third dimension anymore. That's it. All right. Now, fourth dimension has a little better and a little more understanding. Go back to my videos. They know a little better of the things that are going on, and they're able to manipulate those in the third dimension and have that kind of mentality for them to perform in certain ways to bring about this kind of energy that is no longer going to be around. So they're going to try, but they're going to fail at doing this. That is not going to happen, and that's not the way it works. All right. So they understand that there's something going on. So this push and pull energy is them trying to regain that control that they had before that they no longer have, and it's leaving. All right. So they're tying in, trying. I just said tying, but they're trying to grab a hold and tie you up in these scenarios that put you in a 3D environment, so you feel like you're stuck because they're always all around. You're their battery pack, and these beings they no longer want to even to suck on your energy. They just want to have to force you to recreate a 3D world for yourself so that we can go back to 3D. Let me tell you something. I remember them asking me, these negative beings specifically, they'd say, Francis, you can stop the ascension. You should stop the ascension. And I said to myself, well, how am I going to stop 7.5 billion people from ascending and maybe half of those organic human beings that want to go into 5D? What kind of ridiculous questions are you asking? The same ridiculousness that they asked before and all the other silly questions that I'm not going to go into. But that's just a fair example of the kind of ridicule and the kind of mentality that they have. You can stop the ascension? Yes, you can. You can do it. Me? No. So now they're trying to go against light workers, and they're trying to make these scenarios where they can recreate a 3D environment because they know they've lost. So what else could they do? Nothing. So you just hang in there, guys. Everything is going to be okay. You're going to start feeling a 5D in your life. 5D comes from the inside out. Okay? I walk around and I see these places and I talk to people and I can feel their 5D energy. I once gave myself an example of someone that's going to 5D and doesn't even realize it. This person probably has a business, maybe they're into, I don't know, recycling, something that doesn't hurt the environment. They have a family and they have friends. And then one day they're just going to turn on the TV and hear all this news that's going on. They're like, oh, I always kind of knew. There's plenty of people sleeping in 5D. And as us that are supposed to be the ones that are harnessing the energy of what a 5D existence feels like, for us, there's a difficulty. For us light workers and light beings, there's going to be those that want to take our energy away. They don't even want our energy anymore. Now they just want us to recreate an environment that we even ourselves don't want to live in. Because soon enough, they're going to realize that this is all for naught, because we are going to the fifth dimension. Another thing I'd like to mention as well, it's for all of you. In order for there to be a fourth dimensional existence, there has to be a fifth dimensional overlay, right? And then that fifth dimensional overlay has to have a sixth dimensional overlay on top of that. So there has to be those that are in the fifth dimension already that carry this energy in order to let the fourth dimension exist, so to speak. And even those that are in fifth dimension are accompanied by very even fewer sixth dimensional beings, or maybe not sixth dimensional beings, but a sixth dimensional energy consciousness that allows these fifth dimensional individuals in the physical right now that we have, for them to help bring in these new energies and just watch the fourth dimension as it interacts, because the fourth dimension is going to be a baseline. They're just all wobbly all over the place. When that settles down and they understand what their limitations are, and they may not, but in any case, it has to be now fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. And the sixth dimension may be coming in as energy from outside of our physical spectrum coming into those fifth dimensional beings. And at some point, we'll have sixth dimensional beings on this planet. Sixth dimensional beings are creator gods. So, a message for you guys: you stay safe. Everything's going to be all right. Just watch the environment around you. They have no power over you, first of all. And this is not for you to gloat or for you to feel better than anybody else, but help those that you know are lost, that know little about the things that are going on, but there's something that tingles in their brain that says, you know what, there's a little more. I want to watch people on YouTube. I want to actually engage with the people that have the right idea of how I feel. Tell them that they have to follow their heart in the things that they want to do for themselves and how they feel for themselves so they can accomplish. Okay? And that's what's most important right now. All right? I'd like for you all to stay safe. I woke up this morning. I'm just going to go and grab my coffee right now and enjoy a little bit of that and enjoy a little bit of my day too. So you guys have a great rest of your morning, and you stay safe.